Alright, this is a status update for the second channel. I'm recording this one not on stream this time for certain reasons. I think I want to talk a little more about, I guess, channel stuff near the end of this video. So this will be both a status update and, I guess, a mini channel update as well. For those who are going to hear it. Anyways, it's been a little over a month since the last status update, so I figure it's about due time to tell you how I'm doing. I think in the last status update, I don't quite remember since it was a while ago, but I think I mentioned that I got medication for, my shingles that I had in May, and how it's been dying, which is a good thing. Now it's just healing up. I will say right now that it's pretty much just gone. It's all gone. The only thing that's left is scars that are taking quite a while to fade away. Mostly, on the arm in the pictures I showed you. So I don't know how long it's going to take for those to go away, but really all that matters is the feeling. Honestly, it wasn't that bad because it only lasted, a couple of weeks at most. And the worst days were probably like only 2 or 3 days at most. So it really wasn't that terrible of experience compared to, the bigger thing I dealt with, the eczema. I will talk about that in a second. But yeah, as for the shingles, the scars are still, like, very, very visible. It'll probably take multiple months for it to fully go away, but again, at the end of the day, it's really not a big deal. And what I care about most is, being able to live my life without having that get in the way of it, Anyways, that aside, how is the rest of my skin doing? I would say better than last update. I think in the previous couple updates, I may have mentioned that I was okay with the progress I was seeing, but I wasn't improving insane amount that I guess I said, like, I just had to come to accept it, that it's never going to go away fully, even though I am doing better. Now, I'm not going to change too much of that stance, because most of that still holds up. I think the biggest thing I was frustrated with was that I saw a massive improvement in the first couple weeks, and then it just kind of stagnated. I think ever since the shingle has gone down. So has, I guess, the eczema severity. Also, I am putting just a random gameplay on the side, not actually actively playing it, just for those who are curious. But yeah, for those uninformed, I've been on Dupixent for over 3 months at this point. In case you don't know, it's an injection that's used to treat, skin conditions like these, and it works very well for the most part. Doesn't work on everybody though, so that's why I was scared going in that it was going to fail just like the other 10,000 things I tried. But luckily, I think it's actually doing a pretty damn good job. Like, it's actually kind of crazy just looking back from before I started. If you compare it from like then and now, then I can definitely see a big difference and feel a big difference. I guess it was just during those the months in between where I felt like it was stagnating. I guess I didn't quite appreciate the progress I was getting at the time, but I do feel like it's basically it's been life-changing. Like, let me just show you visuals for reference. So I showed this in the status update in February. This was pretty much near the peak of that year. I had a worse bout the year before that, but this one came pretty close, I guess. And this was taken just recently. I know it's different lighting and all, but you can still see, like, it basically looks normal. You don't see any of those incredibly red skin, peeling skin, cracking. It's just quite remarkable to look at, photos from that time and compared to now. Now, I'm not gonna say it's perfect, even though that picture of now looks pretty damn close to perfect, because that is just like one part of everywhere on my body. Like, it's not completely clear top down. There are still some spots that are fairly a little discolored, reddish a bit. But for the most part, it's just manageable. It's not, flaking and bleeding a considerable amount, if at all, really. Like, I would say, again, the biggest issue with eczema is just, like, when it's severe, like, that's all your mind can focus on. You can't focus on anything else. Like, you'd be spending hours of your day just clawing at your skin, not feeling comfortable in your own skin. And I will say that feeling is pretty much 95% gone. Barely itch anymore. I don't scratch myself, you know, create wounds when I sleep. So sleeping is pretty much close to perfect. Again, what I'd say now what I have is like a mild case top down rather than a severe case top down. So for that, again, I am very fortunate that I finally found medication that is working at the moment. I say at the moment because I am always scared that later down the line the medication somehow stops working. The medications had that happen for some patients, but I don't know if it's a big amount. But it is a worry of mine. But for now, I'm doing great. And I'm glad to be focusing on a lot of things, well, other than my skin. Like, at the time, I really just wasn't living. I was just getting by. So, I was just, you know, doing the bare minimum to keep my channel afloat, do the minimal amount of streams, videos required, just to keep up pace. Again, not pushing myself too hard in case you were worried about that. I know my limit. And now, you know, now that I don't have to spend hours of my day, you know, clawing at myself, it does free up a lot of time for other things. And overall, I'm in a better mood. Just having other things to think about, really, in life. Again, that's a status update for July. I think it's important that I get this out because I have had a few comments recently. Like, comments, supportive comments, because people still think that I'm in a really bad place, which I guess I'm guilty because I'm not really in a terrible place right now. I'm doing pretty well. So I think it's important to get this one out so people are just know I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. Of course, I will let you know if things go down the shitter, but I hope that announcement never needs to come. So anyways, just a quick little channel update to finish this one off. I did say I wasn't streaming this recording, I'm just recording it, you know, offline. Partially because I guess it doesn't need to be streamed. I'm actually starting to realize that I guess some of the content I make might be better off just not being streamed. I think challenges and all that stuff are better as a stream, like in part of a stream. But recently, if you've been, well, watching the streams for a while, you know that I haven't really been into playing Challenge Editor that much. So, yeah, that interest has kind of sailed, and so is kind of my mood in streams. So I think I'm just gonna take a little bit of time off of it, so probably no streams until the update drops, update 27. That's what I'm thinking right now. I think I have like enough content stored as is. I don't need to back up too much, not a need for it. I think a little break from it is just good. Even though I am physically able to do a stream, I don't want to force myself if I don't think I'll enjoy it. If that makes sense. Anyways, I think that's it for the update. Thank you all for watching. And yeah, stay tuned. I don't know if I'm gonna keep doing monthly updates, especially if it turns out that nothing's really changed from here, but we will see. We will see. See you guys next time.